My advice to a lot of the young Filipinos would be look at your country, there are a lot of social issues, environmental and financial issues in this. You have a lot of choices. Just don't hide behind the excuses that you have no choices and go back to joining BPOs, because the country needs much more than BPOs. You need to create much more assets, much more opportunities for other people to follow. And I think sometimes I feel we educated class in Asia escape our responsibility to our own countrymen when we have the best chance to do it. Just don't hide behind the excuse that there's no other opportunities or the government is a barrier. That's completely wrong. You
Why?
have enough choices. If you have the interest and if you have the will, nothing can stop you. You write in a piece of paper what's the barrier. And if that's the challenge I give it to, please share my email, send it to me, and I'll challenge back to you that no, that's an excuse and you can do it. And each one of us has the ability. And look at countries like America and Europe. Some youngsters many years ago in Europe and America created those countries. Now in Asia, it's our responsibility to create our countries. Nothing wrong in BPOs, but my question is, while it's not, you have to create your, and that's an age when you're joining the BPOs between 80 to 28 is where you build up your education or build up your fundamentals for your life. And those 8, while you're doing 8 hours in the BPO, make sure that you utilize the next 16 hours of building that education, because the rest of your life you cannot build that foundation that's required for you.
Well, a lot of people say it's easy to sound idealistic, but what about our needs for the short term?
That's very short-term thinking, because take my example. I have my own friends. You can look at them. I started at 1,000 rupees, which is equivalent to 1,000 pesos for 3 years, and yes, survived. You can survive. We look at the very short term from an escapist point of view, but that short term will always remain short term. I'm telling you from my own friend's experience in Bangalore, which is another call center capital of the world, so-called. It's never going to end. You're going to get into a cycle, and I don't want you, the young Filipinos, to repent for getting stuck in that type of career for the rest of your life.
So what do we have to do?
Challenge yourself. What's your primary interest? Where else can you contribute to the growth of Philippines? Because your contribution to the growth of Philippines sustainably for all the population, for the poor, the rich, the middle class, is going to be a fantastic model for rest of Asia, Africa, and Latin America. Because the 4 billion people, forget the 2 billion people in Europe and US, the rest 4 billion people rely on leadership from educated class of Filipinos, Indonesians, Indians, Pakistanis, etc.
Who are the Filipinos who are especially obliged to build the country?
Middle class, educated, absolutely are obliged to give it to the country.